When did you become a villain in someone else's story? My husband Tom, who never touched drugs in his 63 years, somehow ended up addicted to Xanax. It all started after a simple back surgery. The doctor gave him pain meds just for 2 weeks. That was supposed to be it. Before all this, Tom was the man who brought me coffee with tomatoes from his garden. He built birdhouses with the grandkids, showed them how to tie fishing knots on Sundays. But now, he spends his days slumped in a recliner, staring at the ceiling fan like it's sending him secret messages through the blades. It escalated fast. He started doctor hopping, 3 clinics in 1 week, telling each one his pain was unbearable. When the prescriptions ran out, he found other ways. Our retirement savings started vanishing. 500 here, 1,000 there. He skipped Sunday dinners, forgot to pick up the grandkids, and lied about where he'd been. The hardest moment? Watching him nod off mid-conversation with our 7-year-old granddaughter. His words slurred, and she just stared at him, confused. Whenever I tried to talk about it, he snapped, "You don't get it, Martha. You've never had real pain. This isn't addiction. It's treatment." The breaking point came when he drove the grandkids to school and fell asleep at a red light. Our daughter called me, panicked. He'd nodded off behind the wheel with both kids in the back. Our granddaughter had to shake him awake while cars honked around them. Thank God no one got hurt. That night, I watched him count his pills again, moving them from bottle to bottle like he was rationing gold coins. His hands shook, his eyes darted. And standing there in the doorway, I realized the man I married was gone. I had to do something drastic, even if he hated me forever. Once he passed out, I swapped every pill in his bottle with vitamin B12 tablets. They looked identical. Then I got to work. I called every pharmacy within 50 miles and sent them his photo. I contacted his doctors, even his fishing buddies, begging them not to give him anything. The hardest call was to his dealer, some kid named Brandon. My daughter pretended to be DEA and threatened him with federal charges if he sold to Tom again. I knew what was coming would be brutal. I'd read about Xanax withdrawal. I stocked the bathroom, cleared our schedule, and prepared to watch my husband suffer, knowing I was the one who forced it. Day 1, he said the pills felt weak. He doubled the dose. Day 2, the sweating started. Soaked shirts, shaking hands. Day 3 was a nightmare, vomiting, cramps, skin crawling like bugs were under it. He couldn't sleep. He paced the house all night, tearing through old pill bottles like treasure chests. He'd been taking up to 12 a day, and now it was all crashing down. By day 5, things eased a little. He ate, watched TV, even asked about the grandkids. Day 7, he almost seemed normal. He showered, shaved, sat beside me on the porch. I let myself hope. Maybe we made it. Maybe the vitamins tricked his brain just long enough. But I should have known better. On day 8, Tom collapsed. I found him at 4 a.m. on the bathroom floor, scratching his arms raw, screaming that his bones were on fire. "Martha, please," he begged. "I'm dying. Just 1 pill, please." He was hallucinating, seeing bugs crawling on the walls, talking to his dead mother in the corner. I thought he'd seize. I almost gave in. He begged me to kill him, said the pain was worse than anything his back had ever felt. I held him while he shook, wondering if I'd made a terrible mistake. What if I was killing him? What if I was just a cruel wife who thought she could play God? But then, finally, by day 14, the storm broke. Tom was stable. He ate real meals, slept through the night, even hummed in the shower again. I thought the worst was behind us. So I told him the truth. I showed him the bottle. "You've been clean for 2 weeks, Tom. You did it. You're free." I thought he'd be relieved, maybe even thankful. Instead, his face twisted with rage. "You poisoned me," he shouted. "You put me through hell." He clutched his back and screamed, louder than ever. "The pain's worse now. I need my medicine. You don't understand." But I did. The pain only came back the moment he learned the pills were fake. That's when I finally admitted what I didn't want to face. His addiction was stronger than my love.